Hello, everyone. Today is June 4th, 2023. It's 2:38 p.m. And I'm going to analyze a couple of markets today. I'm going to see what's going on with ES and also gold. Before I get started, let me tell you that this has not been a good couple of months for me personally. I have had a real problems in my with my family. Somebody passed away, and I'm sharing you I'm sharing with you this because this all of this noise that happen in your life can really affect your trading and your decision making, and yeah, you can start doing stupid things, which I did. One smart thing I did was that, when everything started, I decided not to risk my own money. So I started to trade with Apex only, and all of the accounts I had were dumped. So yes, I'm gonna start all over again. I think that my mood is much better now, but I really had some big issues, and I didn't realize. I realized that they were not easy to deal with, but and that it could affect my trading, and it actually did. And I was not able to keep the accounts I had, and I was sharing with you before. So I'm going to start doing it again, and I'm going to build up with you again, and start sharing more videos, and sorry about that, but it has not been until probably the end of, or until now, is still something that really affects me. So hopefully you can understand, and make sure that keep liking my videos, and support me on this travel. So let's get started. So again, check the links on this video, and subscribe, and like, I do have a Discord channel as well. I have not been very active in there either for the last month and a half or so. So let's get started. So since April 3rd, which is the first day of the month, the market has been really sideways. Has not gone anywhere. You have had a couple of days moving up, and then 4 days moving out, moving down, but actually in a real channel. And this one it has been, May has been really bad. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days was not really moving to the upside at all, or to the downside. And you do have, if you see the MFC indicator, you have a cross to the downside right there that lasted all the way to maybe here, and then broke down again, and then it's moving up in this area now. So let me open this one a little bit more. So I was saying that one and that one, and then there was an attempt to move up, and then another move up there. This one here also is across to the downside. So, but price wise, it has been sideways all the way until this couple of recent days that has been moving up nicely in a bull flag formation. Okay, so in the big picture, we are moving towards this supply zone right here at 43.27 resistance area, but we are coming into this supply zone we'll see what it's going to do there, but it's I have mixed sentiments on that one because we do have momentum, MACD, and also stochastics moving to the upside, and as well um, as the market forecast being positive. So with this couple of days has been really really nice to the upside, and but now we are in a resistance zone right there. I'm gonna extend this one and put it in I'm gonna put it 2 years, and see that if we go through this area here, we could probably face another area right here of supply that would be 4600 area, 4600, and if that goes through, then we go to the all-time high at 4800. I think that there's a good possibility that we will find or we will see 4300 in the short term, probably this week, if it doesn't move to the downside. So I'm not saying that we are going to go there. Sometimes what happens is that off of this lower side there, then we move to the downside back. So we'll see what is going to happen, and if not, if we are able to if we are able to cross this 43.27, then we can have move to the upside, then come back, and then move again to the upside. We'll see if this one is going to break or not. Okay, so let me show you the weekly. On the weekly here, this is the support area, the resistance area I was talking about. So this one is the 43.27, and then we are moving out of this channel. We went up and then came back, and then it seems that we're moving up again. So this one here could result in a move to the upside if we cross this support, this resistance level to the upside. So the next supply, the next supply area is this area up here. And then if that one moves, then we do have the 47.99 area right here. So the Fibonacci, if you see the Fibonacci, went all the way to 50 back last year, right there in October, and it has been moving up, making higher highs and higher lows in the weekly, very steadily. Okay. And in the monthly, well, this one is a live candle right here. So let's expand this one. Oops. In the monthly, you see that we are moving to the upside right there. There's a doji indecision right here in May, and then June, a couple of days that in June has been moving to the upside, right? Facing the 61.38, that it's at $4,300. So very critical area. We may go a little bit above and then come back. We'll see. Or we can move up. Still momentum is to the upside. There's a reset of momentum right there. So we'll see. Still, this one is a live candle to the and it's very bullish now. But we have had only a couple of days there. All right. So that was that. So let's review now. I'm gonna go and review gold. No, I'm gonna finish with I'm gonna continue with ES, and I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna delete these drawings I have, and my entry chart for ES is tick size. I'm gonna take this one to local. The tick trend is 4 and then 10, 20. What I'm going to do is to change this one to 2 because I don't see that many peaks and valleys here. It's when you go into a larger time frame, you smooth a little bit in Renko you smooth a little bit the price move. But if you go to a lower size, I'm going to use 2 in this case. All right, so you see that there was more peaks and valleys, where in the overnight, the analysis I make helps a little bit. So I'm trying to identify here if we are in an uptrend or downtrend. So this is what I see here before the market open. Like around maybe 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. I'm going to put 8:30 a.m. Yeah, that one would be probably enough. So you see that, if we consider the previous day as well, we see that we are in an uptrend in the last couple of days. So this one is the movement of the previous day, and this one is overnight. So overnight, I would say that we are. I'm trying to identify here if we are sideways or if we are still bullish. Okay, so after a big day, then we will see that the market sometimes likes to rest. And then continue moving to the upside as well. But whatever. So in here, I see that in the last hour, you see how flat this VWAP is in the overnight right here in the last. And then you do have also price moving below and above, below and above the 34 EMA. Right there. So I'm leaning to think that this one is going to be a more of a range day than an uptrend day at this point in the overnight analysis. So what I do normally is to take again, if I think that this one is going to be, or I see a lot of resistance points here, I kind of like think that I want to bet for a or identify a range area, and then probably this area would be around this area here, where you have some higher highs and all of these pivots here, and then in the lower side you do have that one. You also have a good support on the VWAP right there. So price tried to go down, failed, and then moved up, and now it's acting as a resistance. So I can consider that one as well, or maybe that one below here, where you have a couple of dots there, where you are actually in an uptrend. So that could be also an area. I'm gonna choose that one on the VWAP, and also that previous high, which can act as a support as well. So I'm gonna go a little bit higher there, and I'm gonna choose that area. So I'm gonna go with maybe that there, and then that one there, this one here. Yeah, I would say probably that would be okay. So now what I see here is that we are kind of in a range, and now we have some extension oversold, bought area right here, and oversold area. So what the market can do if it continue, so we are moving into this compression area right here. We are moving from below. So my bias is sideways to upwards, right? So I'm looking for breaking out of this channel to the upside, considering these tops here as a potential resistance. Not very well defined, actually. It's significant, but it's not very well defined because from here came back to the mid zone of this channel, but then came back up, and now it's breaking to the upside. So we'll see how it behaves. So yeah, market is continue to break. There was a break right here, potential entry right there. So now we are moving to the upside there. Now taking this one is a little bit risky because we are already away from this pivot low, which is a week out of the 18 right there, moving to the upside. So the ideal entry would have been right there. However, the market has not opened yet. So this one was around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So there's a week, not actually a pivot. The pivot is right here, but this one, there's no enough candles to either side of or to the left. So this one is not a pivot. It's actually a continuation week out of the moving average right there, and then move all the way to the other side of this channel, right out of the open in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Right there's no in this one, there's no actually a retracement entry. There's no setup for me to enter. If I didn't take if you don't take this one, then with that momentum kind of reset, then you probably are not participating in this one if you're taking Renko strategy on the two. Now after you do this, you have to remember to go back to the 4 if you want to use the 4 as an entry. So what I'm going to do is to do exactly that. And we're back in business right here. So here you do have a retracement there. So off of this oversold bought area right here, you do have a retracement there, and then you go back into the into this area. This one would be a counter trend trade. Trend is to the upside with the channel that we defined right here with the compression area, and then so we're looking for price to come back to the middle of this one a little bit higher, because we expect that the trend is going to continue, and for that to happen, then we would see a higher low at some point right here. So this one would be a counter trend. There's a change of color on this one, which means that we are crossing below the 34 EMA, and then we continue moving down on the ES. Now, if you see here, there is in the 30 minutes, I'm going to go back to the 30 minutes right here. The first candle form in the 30 minutes, moving back down. We are still above the moving average, but this one is a very bearish candle. You see that opens, move all the way to the upside, and then came back down. So there's a good reason to think that we are going to keep moving down all the way there. But we do have an indecision candle right here. This one here, which is a doji, and so that one is kind of like confusing, right? You're back inside the doji, and then you're coming back there. Your moving averages are still to the upside, and then the momentum indicator is turning, weaker on the red side, is moving to the upside actually. So we will see. So we keep moving down, and then there's a weak. So we are inside the compression area right here in the upper side, and then there's a bounce out of the out of this smooth 50 right there. So this one is bouncing, probably a good entry. Now we are, this is kind of iffy because we are sideways actually. We are, you know, all the moving averages are not stuck to the upside. It's actually, you know, we have the 18 below the 30, and so there's a good possibility that this one is going to try to move up. We are in the cloud, and then keep moving to the downside right there. So good advice to wait, but if you wait, then you can miss that the move. If there's a move to the upside, back into this level here. So moving up, and then it didn't make it all the way to the upside right there. So, but it was a nice profit there if you take that one out, that bounce off of the 30 off of the smooth 50, and breaking above this congestion area as well. Then it moved up and then came back down and make this one of these triangles pennant that I've been talking in a couple of videos. So you have, this one is not a pivot, but this one it is, and this one it is as well. So you have 1, 2, and pivot 1, pivot 2. Now you have a triangle. So you have to see where break happens. And I'm going to extend this one a little bit there just to make it sure. In the trends, I draw in Renko charts. This is kind of the most reliable one. The reason why I don't do that trend lines in Renko charts is that the Renko charts are price based, so support and resistance in channels work very well, but in trends it works a little bit better in the tick charts or time charts. So just for you to know that one. So now we do have a break out of this pennant to the upside. So this is the first candle that closes above this pennant, and then there's an entry, valid entry right at this point. So you would put you can put a stop by order right there, and then the stop would need to go one tick or just below that, the candle, based on the candle right there, without the wick. I mean, if I consider the wick that loss is too much, if it comes back and stop me out, that would be fine, and then I can take it again at that same level. Okay, but so in this case, yeah, kept moving up, and then actually we do have already one target right there. Kept moving up, and easily we do have a 2-to-1 ratio there. And now we are a little bit extended. If you see other time frames, we are actually a little bit extended there with respect to this range right here. But don't misunderstand me. This one is very, very bullish. So you know, it's moving up. I would like to see it to come back at least to this opening range, which is, this one is the 30-minute opening range. I would like to see it to come back there and then move to the upside. There's a good potential resistance here because this one here is a significant pivot high. Right there, it moved all the way from here to there, and so we do have a significant pivot high, and then came back down, and then out of this pennant. So we'll see. Yeah, came back down and bounced off of the 34 EMA. I would say that it's close to the to the 34, but also to the opening range, a little bit distance, but you do have also R2 right there. So then you go up and down, and then you have one of those up, down, up formations, and then that one could have been probably a good entry. You are already below the 25 line, so there's a reset in momentum, and so you can go and move up right there. Okay, so now you have an up down again. That one would probably have been a good if you are taken out of your trade right there. There's a little bit of profit from that entry, this entry here, all the way up to this reversal. So, and now that was it. Okay. So yeah, so you do have, if you in the big picture in the 4-unit Renko, you see that there was a potential reversal, good entry right there, but that one is a reversal bouncing out of this here. Then there was this pennant here. This one I wouldn't take this here, because there's still, you do have the pennant, the first one, and the pivot lower high with respect to this one, lower high right there, and then you're waiting for it to come back down to this area, or to bounce off of here all the way up again. So that one, this entry here would have been a good entry as well, right there. Okay, so let's look at gold now. So I'm gonna go to gold, see what's going on in the weekly, monthly, and so I'm gonna start the analysis from the upper side to the downside. So 2000 was a critical area, right? So I do have 2000 right there. So we were moving all the way to actually 2100 level right there. Let me see which one is the actual level right there. 2089. Okay, so that one is actually this is the level of resistance here. So it went up once, up twice, up 3 times. So that one is a very well defined area of resistance on the monthly. And then there was a doji indecision last month in May, and now this one is a live candle right there. Let me expand it a little bit. This one is a live candle right there, but still we are bullish. I would expect that this one would move down. So if you see here, let's paint this trend line right here. It's actually threatening the this candle. So at some point this one could move higher and start moving up. Still has not broken it, but if it breaks this trend line, I would expect that it goes all the way to 1881 right there in the weekly. So let me maximize this. In the weekly, we are still above this trend line to the upside. And if we change this one to a channel, I'm gonna redraw as a channel, then you see that if we put this one here, we are in the lower side of the channel. So still we do have some possibility that it's going to bounce out of here and move to the upside there. This doji in the current week, we'll see what is going to happen next week, but could go higher. Now it also we are in between the 10 SMA and the 30 SMA, so that means that probably we are sideways, which increases the possibility that it's going to move to the downside to encounter this 30-week moving average. And then momentum is the fast line and the slow line right here are moving down with bearish momentum right here. And there was, if you see, there's a little bit of, you see, you compare that, I'm going to put it like that. So that top highs there with this one here, you do have some divergence, bearish divergence there that was predicting the move to the downside right here. So we'll see until when it goes, but it looks like bearish, or at least at support right here. Okay, let's go to the daily. In the daily, we'll see that this is my bias there. Now the first day closes to the upside and then bounce off of the 34 and then came back down to the lower side. So there was a break in the opening range of the first day to the downside. So this one gives me a little bit of more bearish sentiment on gold. And then we may be facing, this move here, and then that move to the upside, and then it seems that it's resulting in more bearishness to the downside right there. Momentum is still bullish here, but not very strong. And then a potential comeback, and then these two lines are below the zero line, which is not a good sign for bullishness. It may be going down gold. So we do have an area here, what I'm going to mark right there. So that one would be a support area, but also it can move sideways where it encounters at some point both the trend line and also the support area, and then from there it could come back up from this area. So what I'm saying is that it could move a little bit to there or to there, and then move to the upside either way. Okay, or break it. So you can break it and go and start looking now at this area right here. Yes. So if it breaks this channel, that wouldn't be good news for gold. Okay. So let's go and see what happened in the in gold in the 30 minutes. Okay, again, I'm gonna delete this one so we do the analysis together. So again, I'm gonna go move this one to the 2. And now this is the channel. So we do have here, I do have a supply area marked with the 2000, right? So here I'm looking again for peaks and valleys, where most of the peaks are, and most of the peak size and bottoms right here. So I'm gonna go and start saying that probably this one is a good candidate. So we do have high here, a similar high here, a similar high here, and a similar high here, and one there. So that one is probably a good area right there. So I'm gonna take my Fibonacci tool again. I'm gonna go like that, and then in the lower side, I can probably see that one there, where I do have that one, that one, that one. There's a more recent one right there, but that I think that would be good to start and see what the day is going. So you have that one there, this one here, this one here. That would probably make my range. Now, now what I'm gonna do is to change this one to 4 and see how it looks. Okay. So we do have a double top right there. This area is a little bit, I could go here actually. I'm gonna mark this one as well, but with a different element here. I believe that this one here. Yeah, 1991. That would be probably, I'm gonna move that one there. Is the overnight low right there, 1990. Okay, so now we do have this move, double top, and now the market open. There was a news at 8:30, so on Friday we are not doing anything at 8:30 until 8:35 if there's news. So that one there, 8:30, move to the downside, very fast, 8:30 there. Now bouncing around, no, we do have a new channel right there. So you have to identify this channel right there. Boom. I'm gonna put in a square right now, but for now I'm gonna put it there. So we do have double tops and double bottoms. So if it breaks to the upside, then we are going to face some resistance at this area here. But if it breaks to the downside, we are going to face some resistance in this level here, and maybe to continue. So we'll see. Well, you see in this one here, it's kind of cheating because you see that there was a move to the downside as already. But we are in this area here when it's kind of trying to break to the downside. So we have a channel. I'm gonna put in a square there. Okay, so all of those double tops, and then see here, waiting for it to break. It's breaking to the upside right there. Probably looking for the VWAP or the middle of this channel right there. Why? Right there. Okay, and then you have a week out of the of this VWAP, and then coming back to this new channel. We'll see what it's going to do here. And then you have a week out of this moving average. And then moving up to the zone again. So you are not out of this sorry. You're not out of this channel yet. So you have that side of the channel and this side of the channel. Why? Because, well, this is the mid side of the mid side of this area right here, and then you do have the lower part of this channel, which is the opening range as well, the lower side, and then you have the upper side of the opening range on the 30 minutes there as well. So we are right there. We are right there. Now we are trying to break this lower side of the opening range. And then a nice week out of the moving average right there to the downside. So this one is probably a good area to decide to enter we do have, it has not break the 30 minutes yet. So you have to, in here, you can decide when you see this candle, if you're going to enter it here, there's a change of color. Try to go into the 34 EMA, or try to go into the breaking the breaking the 34 right there. Okay. And now it's broken. So that one would have been a good entry right there. And bounced up, came back up. So you would have been, if you entered there, you would have a scratch. Now it's typical that when you do have a break out of the channel, then comes back down and test it. And now this is what it's doing, right? So it came back down here and tested, and now we are kind of looking for a new low. We'll see if we get it. Momentum is right there. Double bottom. So we are forming a new area. Look at how beautiful this green oversold area works. So it bounced it off of this there. So it's still in this area. It's risky to take because this one is an area of reversal. So it's still risky to take a short right there. If you took this one, then that one would have been a loss right there. Not big, but a loss anyway. So $100 or $80, something like that. Then went up to the view up again, and then we are moving down. And now we are breaking the sold area and to the downside. Okay. So there was a play right here as well on the bounce off of this VWAP right here. Oh, I submitted an order. Market is closed, so I'm going to make sure that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay, I submitted. I pressed the wrong button. Instead of escape, I pressed that wrong button and submitted an order. Anyways, here you do have a week out of the 18. That one is a perfect valid entry right there. So market came back down, crossed this double bottom in a well-defined channel, and then came back up, bounced off of this 1986 and came back down. And this one here is a good entry, and moved beautifully to this area here, a little bit above support. So you do have here, if you take that reversal a trade, you would have been profitable in this one here. Probably you get 2-to-1 risk ratio from here to this area as well. Then came back, another one target right below there. If you took that 34 EMA, bounce, and now came back up, we're in a channel as well. Now here you do have some divergence there in gold. And now we do have, if we're in the upper side of this channel, I'm going to mark it again. So that square there, we are in that upper side of this channel. There's a bounce off of the top on there. So that could have been a good entry as well. And then you're crossing below the moving averages down to the downside. So this one is not actually one of a week out of the moving average, but you are still in the cloud. It's a little bit riskier to take because you're in a channel here. So, but you do have similar lows here. So, and then you have S1 right below it. And then it smashed it and went all the way down here. So that I would say that probably that one would have been a good entry area right there, as a as a compression breakout. But tricky. This one would have been tricky, and then moved all the way down, and now crossed, and then you have the previous low. Remember that we said that we were looking at the previous low right here, right there. And that one is the previous low. I believe that we said that one in this chart or in the yes. I don't recall very well now. But beautifully moved down from this area here of congestion, and then the entry. There were two. I mean, if we look at the chart in general now, in the Renko. There were a couple of good entries. That one there would have been a good one, right? Bouncing off of the VWAP. This one here, maybe, because it's actually not a pivot, but it's a continuation. So that one would have been a good one. In this one, you have to think if you're trading this upper side of this channel as well. But there's none of the four setups that I have would have worked on that one, except for that break out of this channel right there. So yeah, that one would have been a good entry. This one I would I don't know. There's no bounce of a moving averages there, unless we want to consider the but it's not touching the smooth 50. Okay. But still, we are below the green area, right? So the green area is the over sold area. So we are below there. So we can be way more bearish in this area than what we are up here. Okay. Now, what is the next stop on this one? I would say that if we are so the next stop would be this area right here. That is what I think. And then there is one pivot right there. And then if we are taking this area here, we are looking for, and I have it marked here, 1952. So we may have plenty of space to move to the downside. So there are some levels that I have marked here in this chart, 1965, 1952, 1944, and 1940. That are pivots that are coming from the past. So look backwards if you are not clear what your support levels are, then you look backwards and you see there. Let's go back to that to this chart here. So 1939. Yeah, that would be probably my next level. 1939, 1940. And then as I said, this 1930 level, because of the potential bounce of this uptrend channel. Okay, so I guess that would be it. A little bit long video today, but I think I owe you, and I owe you big time, especially because I was not able to keep my Apex accounts. Good thing again is that I predicted that it was not going to be a good month for me, and I just said, okay, so I'm gonna preserve my own money. I'm gonna play with Apex money, and And surely enough, that probably was also that probably was also one of the mistakes I made, because when I don't have money involved in the market, my own money, then I take it more loosely, right? So yes, again, it was really, I mean, a combination of my mood, my sadness, and all of that with the behavior of the market. It really didn't help. So I think that in this area here, where I was not making good decisions. I was actually trying to take breakouts, and none of those breakouts were working, and that would kill my account. So all right, so thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please thumbs up, and smash the thumbs up like button, and then also subscribe to this channel. Hopefully I'm gonna start making more videos, and then if my mood is still not good, I'm going to probably you know um, I'm not gonna train my own money yet. I don't feel that I fully recovered. Lots of things are happening in my life now, and so I'm gonna play only Apex accounts, and go from there. So remember to join my Discord channel, and see you next time.